Hello friends, press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more such easy videos.
Hello friends, I'm Sunil sir and I'm back with a new video. This video will be about TS of Dicot root. So when we talk about Dicot root, we need to understand it as the outermost extension or the projection, which is unicellular structure that we call it as root hair. Whenever we talk about root hair, we need to understand below this root hair we have a single layer. These cells are forming a layer that is called as epiblemma. Now this epiblemma cells extends to form the root hair, which helps in the absorption of water. Epiblemma is single layer of flat cells. There is no intracellular space in the epiblemma cells, and some cells extends to form the root hair structure. When we talk about the epiblemma, this epiblemma can also be called as piliferous layer. Below the epiblemma, what we have is the cortex. When we talk about cortex, we need to understand certain things. Number one, the cortex basically is the zone between the epiblemma and the endodermis, or we can say the zone between epiblemma and stele. It is made up of parenchyma cells. Remember, all cortex are made up of parenchyma cells and they have intercellular space between them. It means that the cells are not sticking to each other. The cells have leucoplast but no chloroplast. It means they can store starch but they cannot do photosynthesis. So what becomes the function of cortex? It's simple: storage of food and its translocation of water and solute. This is all what you should know with respect to cortex. Now the layer which marks the end to the cortex, this is the layer and it is called as endodermis. Most important, endodermis, it marks a boundary for cortex also. So what we need to understand with respect to endodermis, first of all, they are single layered structure. So it's a single layered cells and it is endodermis. Let's understand what we can write for endodermis. So we need to say it is the innermost layer of cortex, most important part, and it has barrel shaped cells. These barrel shaped cells, they are lignosuberin, and the endodermis has Casparian strip on their radial cells. This Casparian strip plays a very important role in the transmembrane pathway for transport of water, and the Casparian strip actually holds the water from entering in the xylem, and in this way this transfer of the water is somewhere maintained. Below the endodermis, this layer of cells what we are drawing is called as pericycle. Now we need to understand very important thing, that the pericycle is a single layer of parenchyma cells. This pericycle is the origin of root branches, and inner to pericycle what we are going to have is the vascular bundle. When we talk about vascular bundle, basically it becomes the xylem and the phloem. So this what we are trying to shade up is the xylem. The bigger one indicates the metaxylem, the matured one, and the one which is smaller is the protoxylem, that is the newly formed xylem. So when we have to label it up, what we need to understand, this which is towards the center is called as metaxylem, and the one which is towards the periphery is called as protoxylem, and somewhere in between these xylem there will be phloem present. So what we need to understand here, that the xylem and the phloem basically they are somewhere arranged on a different radii. So that is what you need to understand, and this is all xylem. So we can say alternate, there is xylem and phloem present, on different radii. Let's understand now. This becomes the phloem. So xylem and phloem together forms what? It forms the vascular bundle. When we talk about vascular bundle, how is the vascular bundle in the dicot root? So we can say that the vascular bundle or the vascular tissues in dicot root is radial, tetrarch, and it is exarch condition centripetal. When I say radial, it means that the xylem and phloem all are on different radii, or we can say alternate radii. When I say tetrarch, it means there will be 4 xylem and 4 phloem present. That is what is the meaning of the word tetrarch. And we have exarch, means metaxylem towards the center and the protoxylem is towards periphery. And in the center, what we are going to have a very small pith. In monocot root, if you remember that the pith was very large, but in dicot root the pith is very small. And along with them in the vascular bundle there is a specialized cells, and these cells are called as conjunctive cells. Now coming to the next part, when we talk about the central space, so these cells, they are called as conjunctive tissues, and in the center there is a space present, and this space is called as the central pith. So this is all what you should know with respect to the TS of dicot root. So it is root hair, epiblema, the cortex, endodermis, pericycle, and the vascular bundle. For root hair, absorption of water. For epiblema, no intracellular space, piliferous layer. For cortex, what you need to remember, parenchyma cells, they have intracellular space, storage of, you can say, food. It means it has leucoplast but no chloroplast. And in endodermis, remember the word barrel shaped cells and the Casparian strip on the radial cells. Now the pericycles, and how is the vascular bundle? It's a radial. So there are 4 different region of the dicot root. What are the 4 different region in the anatomy? The region are, the first region is called as epiblema, second region is called as the cortex, third region is called as endodermis, and the fourth region is the stele.
Friends, do give a like if you have understood the video and the concept easily. Thank you very much.